and welcome to part 51 of my report on the McCarrick Report by Patrick Parson. Today we start Chapter 18, Tenure as Bishop of Washington, 2001 to 2006. Everything is growing up roses for Archbishop McCarrick. Soon after his appointment as Archbishop of Washington D.C., the U.S. State Department recommends that McCarrick be awarded the Eleanor Roosevelt Human Rights Award, which President Bill Clinton happily does on December 6, 2000, who says, among many other things, "Archbishop, we thank you for your devotion to all God's children, and we welcome you to your new home in the Diocese of Washington, D.C." Unquote. Then, less than a month later, McCarrick was officially installed as Archbishop of Washington on January 3, 2001. And then he was created a cardinal by Pope John Paul II on February 21, 2001. It might not be so surprising to see McCarrick's rise to power when we see all the activities in which he was involved. He was already the chair of the NCCB, that's the National Conference of Catholic Bishops, International Policy Committee, and he also retained membership in other NCCB committees to which he had belonged as Archbishop of Newark, including the Ad Hoc Committee on Aid to the Church in Central and Eastern Europe. He became a member of the NCCB Subcommittee for Interreligious Dialogue, and after the NCCB and the USCC combined to form the USCCB, that is, the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, in 2001, McCarrick was appointed to the following USCCB committees: Administrative Committee, Hispanic Affairs Committee, International Policy Committee, Migration Committee, Pro-Life Activities Committee, World Mission Committee, and Interreligious Dialogue Subcommittee. Then in 2002, he became chairman of the Domestic Policy Committee. In 2003, McCarrick joined the Committee on the Relationship between Eastern and Latin Catholic Churches and became a consultant for the Committee for African American Catholics. He also joined the Ad Hoc Committee on the Church in Africa in 2005. These were not merely figurehead positions. McCarrick played some active leading roles in these positions. A footnote mentions that during a 2020 interview, which asked about his high-profile assignments, McCarrick replied, quote, "People in the conference ask, how did he rise in the ranks? Well, they know well how I rose in the ranks. I worked very hard for them as well. They were happy to have me do most of the things I did." Unquote. The same footnote quotes another American prelate discussing McCarrick. Quote, "McCarrick was willing to go anywhere, any time for a good cause. He would even go places that were truly dangerous, where no one else would go, and definitely no American bishop. They liked having him, even when they disagreed with him, because he made the conference look good." Unquote. And an employee who worked with McCarrick at the USCCB during this time described him as, quote, McCarrick was a very quick study. He had his Ph.D., he spoke several languages, very savvy, very quick on the uptake. I could brief him on something, and he would be able to understand it and get it. Not like a true expert in an area, but he was able to quickly capture the essence of the argument and speak about it." Unquote. So from all this, we see that McCarrick was highly skilled, capable, and willing to take on unpopular tasks, which made him stand out among his brother bishops. There is a way for us to stand out too, and that is by humbly asking our Creator to forgive the sins we have committed, and to guide everyone towards the salvation he offers through the great sacrifice made by his Son. Let us say the prayer that Christ's mother has given us, the Fatima prayer. O my Jesus, forgive us our sins, save us from the fires of hell, and lead all souls to heaven, especially those in most need of thy mercy.